Among the most visible archaeological remains of Roman culture are its temples, structures that appear familiar at first glance, yet reveal distinctly Roman priorities upon closer inspection. Like Greek temples, Roman temples employ columns, pediments, and classical orders, but their purpose and design reflect a different religious experience. Are you going to Italy soon? Take 5 minutes to learn something before you go. Mr. Seeger presents Italian art and architecture, the Roman temple. From its earliest days, Rome is deeply religious, but not in a personal or spiritual sense. Early Romans believed the world is filled with divine forces, first worshiping nature spirits that gradually become personified gods, such as Vesta, the hearth goddess. As Rome expands, its religion blends outside influences. From the Etruscans come sacrifices, omens, and divination, with augurs interpreting bird flights and animal entrails to discern the god's will. From the Greeks, Rome absorbs their myths and deities, renaming them. Zeus becomes Jupiter, Hera becomes Juno, Athena becomes Minerva. The Romans reshape them for Roman purposes. Roman religion focuses not on doctrine or morality, but on avoiding offense to the gods and correctly identifying their intentions. The state organizes public rituals, creating an official religion with priests, ceremonies, and sacrifices closely tied to patriotism and loyalty to Rome. Humans and gods cooperate to maintain harmony, achieved through precise ritual rather than ethical behavior. Because rituals protect the state, they must be performed perfectly. Any mistake requires repetition. Animal sacrifice is central. Domestic animals are offered, cooked, symbolically given to the gods, and then shared by the people, reinforcing both divine favor and civic unity. Roman public religious life takes place primarily outdoors. Ceremonies often involve processions that begin, end, or pause at a temple, and animal sacrifices occur at open-air altars set in front of the building. Inside the temple, there are no pews or gathering spaces for worshipers because Roman temples are not congregational spaces. They are, quite literally, houses for the gods, with the interior cella reserved to hold the cult statue of the deity. Architecturally, Roman temples derive from a blend of Greek and Etruscan influences. From the Greeks, Rome inherits the classical orders, Doric, Ionic, and Corinthian columns. From the Etruscans come the deep front porch, or portico, the strong emphasis on the facade, and the idea that a temple should be approached from a single, controlled direction. Most Roman temples are dramatically frontal, unlike Greek temples, which were designed to be viewed and approached equally from all four sides. This difference is visible in proportion and layout. Greek temples follow a formula in which the number of columns along the side equals twice the number of columns at the front plus 1. Roman temples shorten this length, using a formula of twice the front columns minus 1. A Greek temple with 6 columns across the front would have 13 along the side, whereas a Roman temple with 6 columns in the front would have only 11 along the side. The Romans are less concerned with length than with height. By saving resources on length, they invest in tall podiums and monumental staircases, lifting the temple above the viewer and creating a more commanding theatrical presence. Columns themselves further reveal Roman priorities. Temples are categorized by the number of columns across the front: 4, tetra; 6, hexa; 8, octa; or 10, deca. In Greek peripteral temples, all columns are freestanding. Roman temples are often pseudoperipteral, with columns along the sides and back engaged into the walls, serving visual rather than structural purposes. This design reflects Roman innovation and pragmatism, aided by their use of concrete. At first glance, a Roman temple looks comfortably Greek, columns and triangular pediments. But Greek temples invite you to walk around and circle them, whereas Roman temples command you to approach from the front. Elevated on high foundations with broad staircases and a single dominant entrance, they reflect Rome's practical, authoritative worldview. Roman temples are not mere copies of Greek models. They are declarations of power, order, and Rome's belief that it has inherited the classical world and has reshaped it to last. So, if you find yourself in Italy looking at an ancient Roman temple, remember what all went into its creation. In our next episode, we will dive deeper into columns themselves and the famous classical orders associated with them.